Hey, it's Mike. What if I told you there's a way to flip the script completely, to stop chasing others and instead make them chase you? Imagine being the one who's pursued, the person everyone is drawn to without even trying. Sounds pretty great, right? Well, today I'm going to reveal exactly how you can use powerful psychological triggers to make someone genuinely want to chase you. Trust me, you're going to want to hear this. Let's jump straight in with one of the most powerful psychological triggers of all: scarcity. Ever wondered why limited edition sneakers or exclusive events drive people crazy? It's because scarcity creates value. Humans are naturally wired to desire what's hard to obtain, and relationships are no exception. When you're always available, you unintentionally decrease your perceived value. But if you become just a bit less accessible, you automatically become more desirable. So how exactly do you use scarcity in your favor without seeming disinterested? Here's the secret. You create genuine scarcity by actually investing your time and energy in things outside the relationship. Having your own interests, passions, and life goals make your time genuinely limited. When someone senses you're busy, fulfilled, and not always waiting around for them, it sparks a powerful urge to secure your attention. They begin to chase you because you represent something valuable and rare. But here's the twist. There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. Stick around, because I'm going to show you exactly how to master this delicate balance shortly. Now, let's talk about another trigger: unpredictability. Predictable equals boring, and boring kills attraction faster than anything. But don't worry, you don't have to suddenly start acting out of character or doing wild things. Instead, simply introduce a slight element of surprise into your interactions. If you usually respond to texts immediately, occasionally take a little longer. If you're always easygoing, occasionally show passionate opinions. Small, unexpected behaviors create intrigue and mystery, both incredibly magnetic traits. But here's an important question. Can you be unpredictable without being inconsistent or unreliable? Absolutely. The key is subtlety. Slight, thoughtful variations in your actions keep you fresh and exciting without confusing or frustrating others. This delicate balance keeps people intrigued and eager to know more about you. And remember, mystery is incredibly attractive. People will naturally chase someone they can't completely figure out. This brings us to our next powerful psychological trigger: social proof. Ever noticed how you suddenly become more attractive when someone else shows interest in you? It's not your imagination, it's psychology. Humans naturally look to others for cues on what's valuable or desirable. If other people want you, it automatically signals to others that you have high value. But how can you authentically use social proof without making anyone jealous or uncomfortable? Here's how. You cultivate genuine, friendly interactions with others in a visible way. Engage positively and warmly with friends, colleagues, or even new acquaintances. When someone sees that you're appreciated, liked, and respected by others, it subtly boosts your attractiveness in their eyes. You instantly become someone worth pursuing. But what about when you're already in conversation with someone? How can you still subtly encourage them to chase you? This is where the next psychological trigger, investment, comes into play. The more someone invests in you emotionally, mentally, or even practically, the more attached they become. It's basic human psychology. When someone feels they've put effort into getting to know you, they naturally value you more highly. So, how do you encourage investment without being manipulative? The answer is surprisingly simple. Ask meaningful questions and encourage them to share personal stories, ideas, or experiences. The more they open up and reveal themselves, the more they subconsciously feel connected and invested in you. By genuinely listening and engaging, you create a deep emotional bond. They begin chasing you because now, emotionally, you matter to them. But we're just getting started. There's one more powerful psychological trigger you absolutely need to know about, and this one might shock you with how effective it is. Keep watching, because what I'm about to reveal next could completely change how you approach your relationships. This powerful psychological trigger is called intermittent reinforcement, and it's probably the most fascinating concept we'll cover today. So, what exactly is intermittent reinforcement? And why is it so effective in making someone chase you? Think of it like this. If you reward someone consistently every single time they engage with you, they'll soon get bored or take you for granted. But when the reward, your attention, your affection, is unpredictable and only given occasionally, it creates an irresistible craving. This psychological principle is exactly why gambling is so addictive. You never know when you'll win, so you keep playing. In relationships, intermittent reinforcement means occasionally withholding a bit of your attention or praise, then rewarding someone fully when they least expect it. But wait, how do you apply this ethically without playing games or causing confusion? The answer lies in natural, authentic behavior. You don't need to manipulate anyone, you simply avoid being overly predictable with your affection or attention. If you usually give compliments freely, occasionally hold back just slightly. If you always initiate conversation, sometimes let the other person take the lead. By varying your responses naturally, you create intrigue and excitement, making the other person eager to chase and earn your attention. Let's shift gears slightly, because to truly master attraction, you also need to understand the importance of perceived value. You see, people chase things they perceive as valuable, whether it's a promotion at work, the latest tech gadget, or yes, even another person. So how do you increase your perceived value in a way that's genuine and authentic? Here's the secret. Focus on genuine self-improvement and confidence. Invest in yourself by developing new skills, exploring passions, and cultivating a rich social life. When you genuinely value yourself and your time, it naturally radiates outward. Others instinctively sense your self-worth, which significantly boosts your perceived value. You instantly become someone others want to chase, simply because you exude confidence and fulfillment. Now let's dig deeper into another fascinating psychological principle: emotional contrast. If every interaction you have is always positive, happy, and cheerful, it eventually loses impact. Emotional contrast means occasionally revealing slight vulnerability or sharing personal struggles authentically. But why would vulnerability make someone chase you? Because vulnerability creates emotional intimacy and depth. When someone sees your genuine human side, the occasional challenge, setback, or uncertainty, they feel more connected to you. It makes you real, relatable, and compelling. And when paired with your usual confidence and positivity, this emotional contrast makes your relationship incredibly rich and engaging. People naturally want to explore that depth further. And speaking of emotional engagement, there's one last subtle but incredibly powerful trigger you need to know: the principle of reciprocity. It's simple, but its effect is profound. When someone does something kind or meaningful for you, you instinctively want to reciprocate. The reverse is also true. If you initiate small, thoughtful gestures or actions, it creates an unconscious desire for the other person to do the same for you. But here's the twist: don't overdo it. Genuine reciprocity is subtle and natural, never forced. Small gestures like remembering a special date, giving a sincere compliment, or simply listening carefully encourage reciprocal attraction and engagement. It creates a positive feedback loop where both people are invested in maintaining the relationship. And when someone feels that kind of positive obligation towards you, they're naturally inclined to chase and invest further. So there you have it. Scarcity, unpredictability, social proof, investment, intermittent reinforcement, perceived value, emotional contrast, and reciprocity. When you authentically apply these powerful psychological triggers, you'll naturally inspire others to pursue you. No games, no manipulation, just genuine, irresistible attraction. But here's the best part. Now that you know these secrets, you're equipped to shift your relationships completely. Instead of constantly chasing attention or affection, you'll effortlessly attract the interest and investment you deserve. And trust me, there's still so much more I can't wait to share. Stick around, because in the next video, I'm going to break down even deeper psychological insights that'll completely transform your interactions. You definitely don't want to miss this.